Hello again from the North Greenwich Arena. It's the final session of artistic gymnastics. It's finals night once again. 5 more apparatus on show, 3 for the men and 2 for the women. And what a week it's been here at the London test event for the Olympic Games later in the summer. We know the teams that are going now, and we know most of the individuals. But tonight it's about 5 gold medals. If you've got a particular interest, you need to know that at 6:30-ish, we're starting with men's vault. After that, at 7:15, it's women's beam. At 8 o'clock, it's the men again on parallel bars. And at 8:45, it's the women's final event on floor. And the blue ribbon event starts at 9:30 for the men. It's the high bar. A great evening in store. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will. Another healthy crowd looking forward to an evening's entertainment in this great sport of gymnastics. It's the first on the menu tonight. Men's vault. And always very, very spectacular these days. And a lot is to do with that piece of apparatus there, the platform. It's a little bit sprung, but it gives more margin, more area for contact, and the vaults have become a lot more spectacular since its introduction. There you see it, the end of that power runway. It really does throw you up if you contact correctly. Here we are. Here our finalist is British interest Christian Thomas will go. But there's been some fabulous vaulting on show. Igor Radivilov, he did 2 7 difficulty vaults. Isaac Botella Perez, he's been a World Cup finalist on this event, so it's a great final in stores. Gonzalez, Seveldeva, so good on floor, all the jumping events. What a final in store. Matthias Farik too, he's been a European finalist. Come the judges, without whom, of course, there would be no winners, no competition. They do a tough job, and believe you me, it's not easy. Looking like Jim Hartung just coming past the camera then, one of the great USA Olympians. Many of these gymnasts are former, many of these judges, I beg their pardon, are former gymnasts. quick word about the judging while we're seeing them there. There's two panels, of course. The E jury, they're the ones that look at how well the scully is done. It doesn't matter how difficult it is, they just look to see if there are any mistakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges.
There are 6 of them. And the average score is taken
Now, please
from the middle 4.
our 8 men's vault finalists.
Here we are then, we're off. Men's vault on its way. Eight finalists battled through to qualify. And the pressure's off a little bit. They know whether or not they're going to the games. So tonight, it's about the medals. And you might see some spectacular stuff now that the pressure's off. You never know. There might be an extra twist or two just to take that chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, our finalists are Isaac Botella Perez from Spain.
Botella Perez, 27 years old now, great experience.
Armenia.
Nice to see Armenia represented. Christian Sommers from Great Britain. He'll get the roar.
Stephen Legendre from the USA.
Stephen Legendre from the USA, member of their team in 2011. And I tell you, this young man can jump and twist. Sepulveda. Matthias Farrig. Rustin Pantilemenov. Ruslan is born in Ukraine, but now a nationalised British citizen.
Now, gymnasts, will you please leave the podium in preparation for our first athletes?
Isaac Botella Perez will lead off proceedings. There he is. 27. He's been around. He's been in an Olympic final. He did that in 2008. He was 8th. And in the World Championships 2009, he was 6th. He's also a bronze medalist in a World Cup final in Madrid. He did that in 2008. Very, very experienced man from Alicante. Two vaults have to be different. Isaac in qualifying did 6.6 tariff. He can go up to 7.2. This is Isaac, then Botella Perez for his first of 2 vaults. His difficulty was surpassed by a few gymnasts, but not his style in the air. He got a 9.1 and a 9.2. You add that style mark, that execution score, to the difficulty to get a final score. Anxious moments, keep your composure, and it's over so quickly. A little bit of encouragement for the crowd for Isaac. It's over so quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first gymnast.
Just the time it takes you to run down that runway. Take off and land. Has to do that twice. And he's ready for the first vault. If you look at that little box to his right, you can see the tariff, there it is. 6.6, that's what it's worth. add it to 10, so it's out of 16-6. The green light means he can go. Good, powerful run. Double twist in the handspring, straight somersault. Excellent vaulting from Isaac Perez. Come on, he said, I want a bit more encouragement than that. He's got a few friends in the audience, Spain, of course. Great tradition in the sport. Look at this. Long way round, handspring, straight body, double twist. So, a good start for Isaac Botella Perez. Score for the 2 vaults is averaged to give a ranking. 15.6 he scored in qualifying. Well, he's up that, 15.933. Look at the execution score, 9.333. Great start.
And now for his second vault.
Has to keep his focus though. So many of these gymnasts come unstuck with that second vault. There's the coach. Seen it all before. It's about consistency. Another 6-6. This time from a different category. Oh, 2.5 twists, but he sat it out. And however quickly he got back to his feet, the judges will take that mark off. I think he's gesturing that he slipped off the top, but that's it, Isaac. You have to get it right first time. 2.5 twists in the Sukahara. That's a clear 1 whole mark deduction. But it's not over yet. Several gymnasts can come to grief, and you have to hit 2 vaults. He had a great first one. And he's looking pretty resigned to the fact that the second vault will let him down a little bit. 14.6 for the second, 15.266 is his average.
An average of 15.266.
So that's the target. And next up will be Artur
Next gymnast from Armenia, Artur Daptian.
Daptian from Armenia. Good to see him in this final. 19 years old, qualified in 7th place. Now his vaults are a little bit easier in qualifying, 6.2s they were. So at a guess, if he does the same vault, they'll involve a double twisting Sukahara, that's for sure. Oh, when he put an extra twist in, good effort. So he stepped it up to 6.6, but lost direction just a little bit at the end. So well done, Artur, for stepping up that extra twist for this final. 2.5, and a little bit expensive. He was on his way around for a third. But let's see what the judges make of it. He's gained 0.4 on difficulty, but he's probably lost that on the execution score.
Artur Daptian, scoring 15.2.
15.2, execution down to 8.9. So he's looking for around 15.4 for his second vault, if he's going to pull ahead of Isaac Botella Perez from Spain. No green light yet. 6.2 is the difficulty, and he's still on red. Can't read a lot in that face, can you? He's got a green, and he's away. 1.5 twists. In the handspring, straight salto.
Cycling through his second vault, the handspring straight, fronts himself with 1.5 twist. That has a 6.
So that's a 6.2, and that'll be a better mark, I should think, because it was cleaner, higher, and much more confident. Kicked it out nicely and spotted the landing. Just a little skip backwards.
Which vault they will be performing. Each vault has a unique code attached to it.
Two vaulters down, 6 to go.
Our total depth
15.7
for his second vault
is in 15.45. He's in the lead.
at an average of 15.450.
Christian Thomas, and there'll be a roar.
From Great Britain, Christian Thomas.
22 years old, from Earl School of Gymnastics, Wolverhampton. Second on vault in the 2007 Youth Olympics. 6th all round in the 2009 World Championship. So he's building up a wealth of experience. Had a bronze on floor. Let's see him on vault. Oh yes, 2.5 twists from the Yurchenko approach.
Christian Thomas with hitting those vaults. The Yurchenko straight
To
2.5
6.6.
shoe belt, named after Klaus.
Just a little skip to the side.
And from the round off onto the board, backflip onto the vault, pushed off and wrapped into 2.5 twists.
There's the round off or Arab spring on, backflip off, and 2.5 twists in flight and somersault. Not quite as clean as the qualifying. He got 9.5 then for execution. Let's see what they do this time. Just a bit down, 9.433, 15.933, his first vault.
And we're ready for his next vault.
Andrei Popov, one of the coaches for the British team. His own coach is Michelle Bradley, back in Wolverhampton. And what a great job she's done in preparing this young man. Second vault. Oh, plenty of height, just a little overcook in the rotation and the handspring double front. So easily performed. Great reception for him here. Already a bronze medal. He won that on floor. But look at this. He just coasted it round and hung on to the tuck for just too long in the second somersault. Stephen Legendre standing by, but we need Christian's score first.
For his second vault, scoring
15.766 and 15.849. He's in the lead.
Before our next athlete, can I please ask members of the arena and the audience to refrain from flash photography because it can be very distracting. Thank you very much for your understanding. We're ready for our next athlete from the USA, Stephen Legendre.
Stephen Legendre, 22 years old, from Port Jefferson, University of Oklahoma, coached by one of the greats, Ukrainian, Rustam Sharipov. Here's his first vault. Yes. Handspring double front somersault. When that was first done, everybody thought, well, you won't see too many of those, and now they're a very popular vault.
Pushes from the hands, 2.5 rotations back to the feet. Tucking in to help that rotation round. He's 22 years old.
Called the Roach after the first man to do it. Good contact, kicked it out, just a tiny bit deep on landing.
Stephen Legendre scores 15.8.
15.8. So he's up there. Just needs another around that mark. It's 15.849 in front. Christian Thomas, that is. So it's Thomas. Then Daptian. And then Botella Perez. Stephen Legendre, 15.8 for his first vault. He's on green. Here we go. 2.5 twist, and he spotted that really well. The centre line. He was right spot on the centre line. That was a very, very good vault. So my money will be on him taking the lead. Gymnasts congratulating each other. Tough out there. Look at this. Just lost form in the first phase of the twist, but he'd spotted it beautifully. 15.9 would do it. Would give him the lead.
Stephen Legendre from the USA, his second vault, heading in
15.933, so he's gone into the lead.
15.866 for the USA. Our next
Legendre, Thomas, and
and
Daptian at the moment. But look at this, Thomas. Enrique Thomas Gonzalez Sepúlveda. He can somersault and twist like nobody's business. Fabulous on floor. Bouncy, lively run up. Look how he popped up the top. That is in really a class of its own, because you'll see many 2.5 twists, but watch the height on this and watch the ease of twist. Perfect conversion here, look. Huge push from the Yurchenko. Fantastic vaulting. That really deserves a big mark. And a lovely smile to go with it.
Enrique Thomas Gonzalez Sepúlveda scores
15.9.
for his first vault.
Good start from him. 9.4 for the execution.
For his second vault.
Second vault for Sepúlveda. It's a 7 difficulty. Oh, and it was just a somersault too far. Double pike somersault from the Sugahara. Very, very difficult. I told you to expect an extra turn or twist in this final. Gymnasts with the pressure off are just trying to step up the game a little. Sugahara on, but just didn't quite get the push for enough rotation and height.
Fault there on the landing. Let's see what the judges make of that performance. In the meantime, currently leading 15.866. Steve Legendre from USA.
Legendre ahead of Thomas, who is ahead of Daptian. And let's see how much damage that 4-point landing did to this young man's medal efforts. Yes, that would have hurt a little bit because he under-rotated. It would have stretched the ligaments a little bit. 15.066 for the second, 15.483. He's gone into third.
Average of 15.483 for And we're ready for our next gymnast from Germany, Matthias Farek.
26-year-old from Wittenberg. SV Halle is his club. And he's done very well at European Championships across the years. Back in 2007 he was 4th, Matthias Farek. In 2009 he got a bronze. And 2 years ago, 2010, he got a silver. So he could challenge. First vault. He lopes in the first few strides. Well, I have never, ever seen him miss that vault. And he's on a Sunday stroll when he starts. It's incredible.
26 years old, handsome double front.
Amazing.
His first vault, 6'6", Terry. Just missed out on a medal, back here.
And then really produces the vault at the end of the run. Lovely heel strike for rotation. Super vault, handspring, double front.
And Matthias Farek's first vault stands in 15.9.
Yes, 15.9.
And we are ready for his second vault.
So he is definitely at the races, but he has to stand this vault up. 2 left. After him. Another 6.6. Again, that curious little amble in. The 2.5 twist, which he just overcooked at the end and took a big pace to the side.
I'm so thrilled to be here and enjoying your support.
He's after a 15.866 average.
Matthew on his second vault, 6'6" Terry.
So it'll be very, very close.
All of the gymnasts see each other on a regular basis. World Championships and World Cup events.
2.5 twists, easily round, but had to skip to the side to control the rotation.
And Matthias Farek.
15.5 for his second vault, 15.7 the average.
That gives him an average of 15.7 for Germany. We are ready for our next gymnast. Ruslan Pantilemonov from Great Britain.
Ruslan Pantilemonov, 27 years old. He's been here many years now. Studied at uni, now he's a British citizen. Oh! Tried the Dragulescu, the half turn in the double somersault from handspring. And just run out of air and space. But it's a 7 difficulty vault, so he could get into the 15s. Let's have a look. Oh, did he get a half turn round? No, he'll be high 14s, I should think.
Ruslan Pantilemonov picking up 14.7 for Great Britain.
14.7.
And we are ready for his second vault.
Christian Thomas there in silver medal position at the moment, waiting to see how his teammate performs. One more vault for Ruslan Pantilemonov. Plenty of power and determination. 2.5 twists, safely negotiated. Andrei Popov there. Along the line of fellow gymnasts in this final.
He was the highest qualifier coming in.
Very effective from the top of the platform. Just a little bit unsettled after the first problems on his very difficult Dragulescu vault. Still one gymnast to come, and he was the top qualifier.
Ruslan Pantilemonov picks up 15.5 for his second.
15.5 for the second.
That gives him an average of 15.1 for Great Britain. And we are ready for our next gymnast from Ukraine, Igor Radivillov.
Igor Radivillov, just 19 years old. He's had 2 World Series event wins this year on this apparatus. He was 8th in this year's European vault final, but he has 2 immensely difficult vaults. Look, worth 7 is the first. Oh, and he really did cook that one off the top. Double front with half turn, the Dragulescu. High, no mistaking the timing of the turn. Big, big vault for him. Very effective in the push. There's the half turn. A little slow in driving the head round, but made the half turn.
Already has 2 golds on vault in World Cup events this year. He'll have to score.
Believe you me, that'll be a huge score. He got 16.333 in qualifying. Massive. And that's going to be in the 16s.
Igor Radivillov scoring 16.033 for Ukraine.
16.033.
And we are ready for his second vault.
Another very difficult vault. Yeah, they share the same language, those two. Second vault, a massive 16.033 for the first. Last of this vault competitors. The double pike goes round and just a tiny face backwards. That was tremendous vaulting from Igor Radivillov. What superb athleticism from him. 19 years old. Incredible vaulting. Look at this. Tsukahara approach. Wonderful action from both arms. A block and a push. And makes the double pike. He's celebrating already. So he should. Massive, massive vaulting. Well, look at that score. 16.466 for the second, 16.249. Well, guess who's the winner? So, Radivillov takes it ahead of Legendre, and Christian Thomas is in third for Great Britain. Confirmation, Igor Radivillov with superb vaulting takes the vault title. Stephen Legendre takes the silver, and Britain's Christian Thomas takes the bronze. A great, lively, athletic final. Super stuff. Remember Rotterdam? That's where it all started 2 years ago. There were finals there in the World Championships. Well, let's see how we got on in those same 5 apparatus finals 2 years ago. That's when the road to the Olympic Games started. First of tonight's finals then, done and dusted. Only the ceremonies and the plaudits to be collected.
In third place, and winner of the bronze medal, is Christian Thomas from Great Britain.
Christian Thomas takes his second bronze medal of this Olympics test event. A vault bronze to go with that he won on floor.
Is Stephen Legendre from the USA.
Stephen Legendre from the USA takes the silver.
And in first place,
And the man who kept his cool because he was last to go and produced two superb vaults. Igor Radivillov from Ukraine. Fabulous, fabulous vaulter. He takes the gold. Just 19 years old.
ladies and gentlemen, the gold medal will be presented by Jane Allen, Chief Executive Officer, British Olympic Gymnastics. The silver medal will be presented by Istvan Karaksoni, FIG Men's Artistic Gymnastics Technical Committee member. The bronze medal will be presented by Nigel Garnett, Local Director of Villages and Game Services.
And it would be great to see some of these gymnasts represented in the Olympic finals in a 6 months' time, just over half a year. And it'll be tough then. All the big boys will be here, but they've certainly done a brilliant job in this test event. There they are, our medalists on men's vault. Radivillov, Legendre and Thomas take the honours.
Please stand for the national anthem of Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen,
Three very fast and powerful young men, exponents of the explosive vault event.
for the presentation party as they leave the arena.
Take a medal home each.
Now, with the winning gymnast, please step forward for your photo call. Ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the arena for the final time, please show your appreciation.
Next up, one of the most fascinating pieces of the women's apparatus, the beam. It combines balletic poise and elegance with acrobatics, and it needs real precision and great accuracy. The Chinese, there are two of them in this final, and they really are exponents of this very, very difficult and demanding apparatus. But look out for a challenge from the Italians. Enjoy. Well, as ever, 8 finalists will grace us with their presence in just a few moments. The judges first take to the floor. There's our lineup. 2 from China, Cui Liu and Yao Qinan. And the challenge will come from Carlotta Filito and Francesco D'Agostini, the 2 Italians in there amongst very, very strong. An elegant field on beam. It was Cui Liu who qualified in first.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our women's beam finalists.
France represented Greece, Italy, China, Israel and Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, our finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, our finalists are Cui Liu from China,
Cui Liu will open proceedings.
Marie Boulay from France,
Marine Barvet,
Valerie Maksuta from Israel,
Israel represented.
Francesca D'Agostini from Italy,
First of the 2 Italians in this final. That was D'Agostini. Madeline Gardner from Canada.
Italy, Yao Jian from China, and Vasiliki Milusi
Jinan.
from Greece.
Vasiliki Milusi from Greece.
Gymnasts, will you now please leave the podium in preparation for our first athletes.
First up is Cui Liu, 19 years old, from Shanghai. Made a beam final in 2009. Qualified first here. It was a difficult routine. 6.5 was the difficulty score, but 8.333 was the execution score. Very, very tough to get a good score here. The connections, when they join one element to another, have to be continuous. There can't be even the slightest pause. So it's a tough piece to get all of your skills recognized. .833 is the highest score so far. And that of course went to this young lady, Cui Liu, and she's away. Pike salto, and at the end of the very first run, she parts company with the beam. That's 1 whole mark. And she made the much more difficult tuck half turn. Many say it's easier to spot because you can see the beam on the way out, but oh, and she's unsettled again there on the leap. And the Chinese are so good at these normally. Elegant in the free walkover. Oh, and she's off again. Really unsettled. It can turn into a nightmare. You just have to keep going. And the crowd are right behind her. Drifting through the 360. Nice, elegant side semi, and now, of course, she has the full support of the audience. Very difficult vault. Beg your pardon, jump, sheep jump. Oh, and the dismount as well. She was obviously disoriented after two falls and one very, very shaky landing. Now, I didn't like the way she bounced off her head there. She'll need to quickly sit down and gather her presence again, still holding her head. Right at the start of the routine, the problem started, but it got no better by the end. And the double pike, which just didn't go around. Bit of a nightmare then, poor Swee Lee, but at least she looks okay. So the top qualifier will not take this competition. Marion Brevet is next up, and she'll have to shut her mind to the problems that Swee Lee endured then. Just applying a little bit of manipulation. Well, we saw her come to grief on the dismount. And there, from the flick into layout, she had another problem. Missed with a foot. That's 2 whole marks for parting company. Then she had quite a bad adjustment when she almost parted company. So 10.366. Execution down to 4.566. It can happen, even to the best of them. Marion Brevet from France. (18 years old), qualified in 7th place. From Viria. Very controlled. Has to be quick on those connections. Strong in the walkover. There we go into the flick and layout, but she's having a much better time. Very difficult ring split. Setting up the 360. Overcooking it ever so slightly. Nicely through the aerial and into the side semi. This is good. Almost there. Oh, she overcooked the double pike. But on the apparatus, she was impressive. Not the most difficult. 5.8 she qualified with in terms of difficulty. just overcooked at the very last moment.
Off the flash function, using flash photography.
And that's one whole mark for a fall.
I'm sure you don't want to miss any of this athletics this evening.
So we've just seen Marine Brunet in France. She finished off
Nice touches of elegance through the routine.
just lost the legs a little on the landing there, but some difficult work within the routine. Her acrobatic series was
Very, very precise, and this is where she just hung on to the pike for too long. It was low, it was deep, and she couldn't make the landing.
one of the requirements on beam is to include an acrobatic series with 2 flight elements, one of those being somersault. Judges also looking for forwards, sideways and backwards movements, running including the free cartwheel. She qualified in 7th on this apparatus.
No discussion now.
See what the judges make of this routine.
I wonder how much they hear after the pressure of competition. Sometimes you can tell by her face, really. 13.366. The lead, for the moment at least, for Marine Brunet.
And we are ready for our next gymnast this evening, Valerie Maksuta of Israel.
Valeria Maksuta from Israel, from Zafon, originally though from Kiev. And do you remember Oksana Omelianchik? In 1985, floor medalist in Montreal World Championships. She's one of her coaches. Oh, she attacked that. Lovely light. Free walkover. The aerial, no problem. Nice connection there with the 2 leaps. Oh, fought hard. Very difficult. Full turn in the split. Easy through the 360. She stands it up. It's a real challenge. Yes, and she does. The double pike was the dismount, and that was the lead, surely. Valeria Maksuta from Israel. And she was 6th in qualifying, but she'll step up there. She had a 5.9 for difficulty and an 8.366 for execution, but there was some lovely stuff here. This was so impressive. She really got hold of that double pike. Big smile. Elena Davidova there, 1980 Olympic champion. She's coaching for Canada now.
In acrobatics, she included the side somersault and the popular free walkover, which is like a forward handspring with no arms.
Oh, so this young lady will go into the lead quite safely, I should think.
Is Marine Brunet in France with 13.366.
And then she can sit back and see if anyone can match her.
Valerie Maksuta.
14.3, she takes the lead. Cleaner on execution than qualifying. Valeria Maksuta in the lead on beam.
This evening, Francesca D'Agostini of Italy.
Francesca D'Agostini, just 15 years old, and we know very little about her except that she had an impressive qualifying beam performance. Came in 4th. Very, very stylish. She gave very little away on the E-score. One of the highest. In fact, it was the highest, 8.625. Look at that. just a tiny little wobble. An adjustment. Need the heel to touch the head in that ring split. Small signs of nerves. Oh, and that was emphatic. The tuck front. Little hesitation. Those need to be joined very sharply. Good double pike. Just need a few adjustments on landing. So at the moment, it's Valeria Maksuta out there in front with 14.3. That's the target. And Francesca got 14.525 in qualifying. But she had a few errors, the signs of nerves, I'm sure. She's not delighted with it. In fact, she's pretty disappointed. So 14.3 is her target. We saw her earlier. That's Elena Davidova, coaching for Canada, an Olympic champion in your coaching team. Madeline Gardner can be very privileged and I'm sure takes full advantage of the situation. 16 years old from Cambridge Kips in Ontario.
So, Francesca D'Agostini from Italy scores 14.1.
14.133 for Francesca D'Agostini.
And we are ready for our next gymnast.
She's in second.
Madeline Gardner.
Madeline Gardner, who qualified in 8th. 16 years old from Cambridge, Ontario. Oh, very difficult. The Cossack spin. The last two leaps connected successfully. Backflip half turn into walkover. Elegantly done. Plenty of attack there. Very high and confident in the side semi. No serious errors, all small adjustments. This is important. Double pike with a pace. 14.3 is top score at the moment, 14.133 is in second. Great height. If you hang on to that pike too long in the second salto, you will need a pace back to control the rotation. This is very good, the Cossack turn. How many times does she go around? There's 1.5 and 2 to place the leg behind it.
16 years of age, Madeline.
Very good.
Qualified late position. Wonder if she can improve on that in the finals today.
Olympic champion talks to Olympic hopeful.
So Agostini, the last competitor, crept into second place. Still in the lead, Israel's Valerie Osuta.
14.266. She's delighted with that. So she's gone into second.
Our second finalist from Italy now, Carlotta Felito.
Carlotta Felito. And she was very impressive, just 16, and the Italians rebuilding a strong team to match the one they had 5 or 6 years ago, which was so dominant. Carlotta qualified in second with a 14.533, and she's going extremely well. No doubting that leap. Flick. Straight summit, 2-foot landing. Controlled in the 360, and again that time with leg high, but she really wrestled. Very quick adjustment. Back to the elegance and the power. Head back on the ring split. Oh, this is good from Carlotta. Two and a half twists to wrap up a very impressive routine. She qualified in second. 14.3 is the target.
She opted for the 2.5 empty back somersault. That provides a forward landing, which is more difficult for the gymnasts, but plenty of training means that Felito got it just right. Some nice flourishes within that routine, including a spin combination. The gymnasts must include a turn or spin luckily.
Very impressive dismount. She was good on the apparatus as well. A secure performance and a strong bid to take this gold medal.
Have to stay high up on the toe of the supporting leg to make sure those spins.
And so the preparation, and then she converts that into lots of power. Straight salto to 2-foot landing, very difficult.
So can she get it today?
Just waiting. 14.5 and the lead for Carlotta Felito from Italy. Maluria Matsuka in second. And Madeline Gardner in third at the moment. So the Chinese hopes rest with Yao Jinan. Fifth in qualifying. High in the tuck salto. 42 years ago that was first done. Remember Olga Korbut. Oh, it was a difficult series, but it took her away from the beam. Well, she regained her composure. How much damage did that one hole mark off? That was a beautiful leap. Strong. Plenty of height, plenty of attack. High in the double pike. Feet crept forward a little on landing, but how much damage is that one hole mark done to her medal prospects? If she wants a bronze, it's 14.266. 14.3 is in second, and 14.5 is out there in first, but this is not. That was beautiful, but the routine is not going to take the lead. The Old Faithful, the treatment with ice. She really attacked this. Such a pity. 2 flicks into straight salto. Very ambitious and very powerful. Just getting absolutely checked out. Two performances to go. 13.5. So she is well away from the medals. Vasiliki Melusi. 2 European finals. 6 she was this year. Lovely start. Drifts onto the beam from the layout. Oh, that's a lovely touch there too. Now she qualified in third, and so far this is very impressive work. Tiny little adjustment. Flick layout. Just making sure. Nonchalant through that 360. Now then, this surely for a medal if she can hit it. Double pike, nicely done, just a pace forward at the end. Strong challenge from Vasiliki Melusi from Greece. Qualified in third. 14.5 in front, 14.3 in second, 14.266 in three. She's going to be amongst it. Still one performer to come. But look at that, she really got hold of that double pike. That's nice.
The only gymnast to open with a difficult route, the ground in front of the springboard and a nailed back somersault onto one leg. So she broke straight.
Carlotta Felito's in front. Valeria Matsuta second. And Madeline Gardner from Canada in third. That's the standing at the moment. There's a lovely, elegant touch to all of the work. 14.5 is the target. She surpassed that in qualifying. Carlotta Felito in front for Italy. Can Greece make the difference?
One of the highest difficulty
was difficult in qualifying. She got a 6-1.
Break into the medals today. So the score
She's done it, 14.5. And with the better execution score, I think, we'll see on the breakdown, she might win that in her own right. There's 2 on 14.5 at the moment. They might well share the medal for goodwill on this occasion. There is the bronze medalist, congratulating Vasiliki. So they've shared the gold medal. That's excellent. Carlota Falito and Vasiliki Milusi share gold. Valeria Matsuka take the bronze. Madeline Gardner just misses out, and Francesca Diascatini behind them. And Yao Yunan, the best of the 2 Chinese who didn't have the best of days. I'll just put my teeth back in now. I've lost a few words in that last couple of minutes. And here we are. That was a great beam final. 2 gold medalists. So no silver, then the bronze.
Now, please put your hands together again as we march out the judges.
Winning a team world championship doesn't come easy. And the American team, the American women, gave us a lesson in grit, determination. They were focused all the way through. They had strength in depth. They had grace, power, and elegance. And boy, they showed us how to win a team competition. Have a look. Great moments. That was Tokyo when the USA women absolutely dominated proceedings. Brilliant team performance. And that's a real taster for what's coming up this summer in the Olympic Games. They'll be challenged, of course, by Russia and by China. Back to tonight, and we're just waiting for the ceremony for women's beam. And right on cue,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Visa International Gymnastics Victory Ceremony for the Women's B competition. Please welcome your gymnasts and the presentation party.
Israel, Italy and Greece. Great to see the medals spread around in this way. Bronze goes the 25-year-old Valeria Maxiuta from Israel.
And winner of the gold medal at the Visa International Gymnastics are Carlotta Benito from Italy and Vasiliki Milusi from Greece.
A share in gold. Thoroughly deserved. Two very graceful, elegant and precise athletes. Carlotta Felito and Vasiliki Milusi share gold.
FIG third vice presidents and Nina Liang, FIG Women's Artistic Gymnastics Technical Committee member. The bronze medal will be presented by Greg Nugent, local brand marketing director.
And the broad smiles replace the frown of concentration. Very happy moments, these medal ceremonies.
Please show your appreciation for the presentation party and of course the medal winners.
And medalists, they've spotted someone in the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the national anthems of Italy and Greece? please show your appreciation again for the presentation party as they leave the arena. And now we ask the winning gymnasts to please step forward for your photo call. Ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the arena for the final time, please show your appreciation for the gymnasts.
And so to the second of the men's finals tonight, the parallel bars. It's all about working from handstand to handstand. Expect to see a lot of pirouettes, giants through the bars, and a few double saltos thrown in. It's a very spectacular piece of apparatus. Great final in store, as they've all been. Share it with us and enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Visa International Gymnastics, part of the London Repair Series, here at the North Greenwich Arena. Would you now please welcome our 8 finalists for men's parallel bar.
There are our finalists for men's parallel bars. Daniel Keatings represents Great Britain. Oleg Vanayev from Ukraine was top scorer. Epke Zonderland from the Netherlands, he was second scorer. Lots of young talent in this final. A match with the experience of Kenneth Ikeda from Canada, he's 29 now. And Roman Kudletsa from Poland, he's 28. And the youth of Oleg Vanayev, just 18. Remember, they had a 19-year-old super vaulter as well, so the Ukraine have been building very strongly towards the London Olympic Games. It's the work of Igor Korobczynski, who was world champion back in 1989.
And our parallel bar finalists are Kenneth Ikeda from Canada.
Kenneth Ikeda, 29 years old now, he's made a world final.
Daniel Keatings, Great Britain.
Daniel Keatings. Well,
Daniel Corbaran, Mexico.
great reception for him. And this is a very exceptional young man. Lovely style, 21 years old, Corbaran. Masahiro Yoshida, 26.
Shuichi Yamamoto, Japan. And Epke Zonderland from the Netherlands.
Epke Zonderland, better known for his high bar exploits. He hasn't had a happy time on that here. But he's useful on parallel bars. So the stage is set. And they take slightly longer to prepare the parallel bars, just as the women's uneven bars take time. The grip is so important with the advent of giants from handstand to handstand. Lots of double saltos with figure as well. It's about mastering the pirouette, the twists to and from the handstand. It's Kenneth Ikeda who will lead off in this final, coached by his father. Great name for a gym club, Twisters, from Abbotsford, Alberta. Qualified in 3rd place.
And our first finalist on parallel bars is Kenneth Ikeda.
The yardstick for parallel bars, 15, is really a good score. The judges are very severe. Kenneth Ikeda for Canada, 29 years old now. Peach to handstand. Oh, and he's come to grief. If it doesn't feel right, there's nothing you can do. Recovers well for the double. And almost sat out the back cut, so he's not settled. There's the giant. And in to the tip out. A lack of rhythm, so he's made that mistake earlier on and he just can't fully recover from it. And the double pike, a little bit uncertain as well. So for Kenneth Ikeda, not the best of outings. And we talked earlier about the young Ukrainians, and Igor Korobchinsky, the world champion back in '89. He's worked very hard to build up the Ukrainians. We're waiting for the top scorer on P-bars to come through. That's Vinayev, just 18 years old. But meanwhile, Kenneth can sit and think about what might have been, but he's relaxed, isn't he? Nice giant. And the tip out, very low, but rescued it in the end. Qualified with an impressive score of 14.933, but you saw the problems for yourself. Party company with the apparatus, that's one whole mark, so he'll be way down, but he looks relaxed about it. The pressure's off now. We know who's going to the games. This is the icing on the cake, these finals. Double tuck from Giant, nicely done. There were some good spots, but add the problems, and that's why he's down to 12.8. 7-1 execution. Kenneth Ikeda disappointed.
I'll be ready for our next finalist, Oleg Vodiayev from Ukraine.
Oleg Vodiayev, just 18 years old and part of the surge forward of youth in Ukraine. We saw the 19-year-old vaulter, Divilov, who was so impressive. What now from this young man? Lovely Honma swing to handstand, under control. Peach half turn, almost lost his legs there, and lost his shape. Very difficult to one bar. A little bit of pressure showing. Oh, high and easy in the tip belt. Healy, simple pirouette to set up the Bilisevic. He's a little bit unsettled, isn't he? And the double pike, he'd be pleased to get off without serious mishap, but he knows that's not the same quality that he produced in qualification rounds. Yeah, he knows it. Good confident swing to handstand, double pike. Just a little skip back, and he was relieved to get off without serious damage. But there were tiny mistakes all the way through. And he was the only gymnast to break into the 15s in qualifying. I don't think he's done that here. High and clean in the Moy. And the tip out as well, 2 underbar swings, very well done indeed. And we'll see a lot more of this young man, Verniayev, I'm sure. 14.6. The lead at the moment. 6 more performances to go, and the first of those to come from Great Britain's Dan Keatings. Dominated as a junior in the European Championships. All-round champion and 4 gold medals on the apparatus, and he's come through as a senior as well. Silver in 2009 World Championships all-round. Back from injury and looking close to his best. Lovely technique in the uprise. High in the straddle front. Plenty of swing from the Healy. Diamidov and Stutz to handstand. Good clean work from Dan Keatings, this. And just a pace on the dismount. Dan Keatings then. Challenging. And boy, what a challenge. He's got 14.8 in qualifying. 14.6 is in the lead at the moment, and that could well take him into pole position. Andrei Popov there, the GB coaches, himself a great gymnast. Very clean, long lines, and he uses them to great effect, Dan Keatings. Double pike, just a little hop back, pace back. 14.6, the target. Not the most difficult routine you see, but he always shows great style. Beautiful technique in the simple uprise into the manner position.
And Daniel Keating scores 14.533.
14.533. Second position. It's the difficulty score that keeps him down. 14.533.
Next finalist is Daniel Carol Barron from Mexico.
Daniel Corral from Mexico, 21 years old now. He impressed me in qualifying. He has such style. The difficulty will build, I'm sure. But he has a 6.3 on this, one of his more difficult exercises, Daniel Barron. Definitely a star of the future. Simple uprise. Clean. Oh, and a pacing handstand. Diamondov into the giant, second giant, this time into a double. He'll move out to the edge of the bars there, ready for the tip out. Oh, when he puts an extra cut in to swing and upstart, very nicely done. There's the basic tip out, if you can say such a thing about a difficult skill. Double front was the dismount and he absolutely nailed it. Well, he looked good in qualifying. He's looking great in this final. Daniel Corral is 21 years old. Qualified with a 14.9. Can he break into the 15s?
Starting or the landing on the uprights, the parallel bars. So the double tuck in the middle of that routine. Advanced support. And unusual dismount, the double front to the side of the upright.
Lovely line. Full extension through the shoulders to set up the swing for the double front. What a great dismount. Smiles all round. I'm not surprised. It's definitely going to be the lead. 14.6 is the target. 14.6 in front. 14.533 from Dan Keatings. But look at this. Lovely swing. Could have kicked out the double tuck perhaps a little. But he's lovely to watch in handstand. Terrific.
Daniel Corral scores 15.3.
15.3, it's a massive score. Give yourself a round of applause, young man.
Our next finalist.
15.3, and that's the lead. Masahiro Yoshida, 26 years old now, qualified in 4th place. The Japanese as a team are back in the ascendancy, challenging very strongly for the World Championships last year in Tokyo. Just a little bit short, but now he's picked up the handstand shape. High and clean in the straddle 1 1/4. Keeps the swing from the Healy. Honma, smooth swing to handstand. Out to the 1 bar. Yoshida. Going well. Double pike. And a little bit deep on landing, slightly under rotated for the pace. $14.933, so he's there or thereabouts. That 15 is the magic barrier. We've got 1 through it at the moment. Young Corral from Mexico. Broad smile from Yoshida. A little bit short of handstand on occasion and under-rotated in the double pike, and we have to split hairs at this level because they're all consummate gymnasts, and it's just those little things that make the difference. Plenty of swing from the uprise to set up the straddle 1 1/4 front, nice and high and clean. Dropped his hips a little on the Healy, but rescued the swing.
Masahiro Yoshida scores 14.8 for Japan.
14.8. So he has gone into second.
Next on parallel bars, from Poland, Roman Kulesza.
Roman Kulesza, 28 years old now. And earlier this year, I beg his pardon, last year, 2011, 6th on parallel bars. So he made a final on this apparatus at European Championships. Lovely, fluid swing. Very clean. Good swinging, precise in the handstand, setting up. Struggling just a little bit tight in the Healy. And the double pike, slightly overcooked. He had to work a little harder than he expected. So, Roman Kulesza from Gdansk qualified in 6th place with a 14.9. Lots of swing in that routine, no pauses, good to watch, fluid work. Taking his time to congratulate all the other competitors. You can see he was tight in that Healy, slightly piked, makes it hard to swing out, and just wrapped a little too tight on the double pike at the end. 15.3 is Baron's score, 14.8 Yoshida in second, 14.6 for Veniayev. So we'll be looking for 14.6 to get into the medal positions. That was nice. Very good combination. 3 difficult skills, all in combination. Has he done enough? Who knows, he says.
And Roman Kulesza scores 14.7.
14.766. Yes was the answer. He finds himself in 3rd place.
Our second gymnast from Japan,
At the moment,
Shuichi Yamamoto.
Shuichi Yamamoto from Japan. .966. So another one hovering around the 15. The Japanese very good at parallel bars. Their build is ideally suited. Just short from the handstand from the half turn peach or under somersault. Secure in the handstand. Lovely technique in the Healy. High with the shoulder. Hops out in the Bilisevic. This is good work from Yamamoto. Clean, swift through the Honma. The uprise. Oh dear. He whacked the bars there, but he wouldn't know it. He kept the swing smooth, and there's the double pike with the pace. A very strong challenge from Shuichi Yamamoto. He got a 14.966 in qualifying.
6.5 from qualification. That's as we move into the handstand half turn.
So we'll see now.
Swing and then double top to overall support.
14.766 is third place at the moment. He didn't half whack those bars that catch from the 1 1/4. He kept the swing. Now it's the time to relax. Lovely broad smiles. Good final, this one. Very close. It's Baron who's out there with a 15.3. He's a country mile away, but the others are close to battle for the medals. A little bit deep on the catch there. The tip belt. Swinging nicely.
And Soichi Yamamoto scores
14.866. It's really close here, this competition.
And we are ready for our last gymnast on parallel bars this evening from the Netherlands, Epke Zonderland.
A young man we're more used to seeing in high bar finals. He had a problem there, but here he is, qualifying second for this parallel bars. He was second in parallel bars at European Championships last year. Solid in the under somersault to handstand. Keeps the swing through the tip out. Good combination coming up. It's the Pig An. Multiple pirouettes. Keeping the swing. Very important. It's the Makuts. And the combination into the straddle 1 1/4 front. Good toe point there. Now he'll need to stick this double pike if he's going to challenge. And he does, just with a tiny falter. So it's going to be very, very close. (15.3) is in the lead. 14.8, Daniel Knibella there. Delighted, his coach. And Epke smiling. A touch of relief, I'm sure. So it's 14.866 is in second. 15.3 is in the lead. Needed to really nail this double pike. He almost did it, but he'll be looking for a 15. He'll be delighted with that. He's looking. Slightly down on the difficulty of Carole Baron, just a couple of tenths, 3 tenths in fact. This was a lovely piece of work. The Makuts into the Healy and immediately into the straddle 1 1/4 front to catch. Congratulations now. Daniel Knibella, his coach, is looking anxiously behind him. Taking their time on this score. He would love a 15. 15.016. Second place, and look at the execution score, 9.016.
Soichi Yamamoto will take the bronze with 14.866.
And we had 2 performances in the 15s, a very stylish final. Daniel Baron, superb to take the gold. Epke Zonderland takes the silver medal, and Soichi Yamamoto takes the bronze ahead of his fellow Japanese, Masahiro Yoshida. Well, on their home ground in Tokyo, the World Championships last October, the Japanese really ran the Chinese very close in the men's team event. We're going to take another look at it because it was such a thrilling competition. It went all the way to high bar before the medals were finally decided. And on the last piece, a couple of mistakes. Well, it was a thriller and the Chinese came out on top. More of the same is coming up in the summer, I'm sure. Enjoy this. Thrilling, wasn't it? And a real nail biter, and perhaps we'll have more of the same in a few months' time here in this arena. So we have one more men's final and one more for the women. But before that, we have the medal ceremony for parallel bars.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Visa International Gymnastics Victory Ceremony for the Men's Parallel Bars Competition. Would you please welcome your gymnasts and presentation party.
Onto the floor they come, the three medalists in parallel bars.
In third place and winning the bronze medal is Soichi Yamamoto from Japan.
Shuichi Yamamoto takes bronze.
In second place, winning the silver medal is Efke Zonderland from the Netherlands.
Efke Zonderland from the Netherlands takes the silver medal. Past that 15 barrier. 15.016. Silver for him.
Winner of the gold medal at the Visa International Gymnastics, Daniel Carabao from Mexico.
Well, a 21-year-old, a huge talent, stylish. What a future he has, Daniel Corral-Baron from Mexico. Worthy gold medalist, a great final.
The gold medal will be presented by Slava Moore, FIG's second Vice President. The silver medal will be presented by Sophia Cato, FIG Men's Artistic Gymnastics Technical Committee's second Vice President. And the bronze medal will be presented by Yanni Tanskanen.
Soal Cato there, presenting Epka with his silver. A legend in the sport, Cato. Daniel Caro-Barral. Shuichi Yamamoto, he takes the bronze. There are our medalists. Mexico, Netherlands and Japan share the honours on men's parallel bars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medalists. Please show your appreciation once again for the presentation party as they leave the arena. And for the women gymnasts, please step forward for your photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, so now as they leave the arena for the final time.
And so we come to the last of the women's finals in this Olympics test event here at the North Greenwich Arena. And it's probably the most fascinating of all. It has grace, it has elegance, it has power, terrific acrobatic. This is women's floor. Look forward to a great final. It's a question now, who can stick the landings, who can be graceful, who can be elegant to impress the judges most. I look forward to women's floor. It's the event for them to win. Enjoy. Impressive lineup, the two Brazilians there. And Dos Santos, back in 2003, she was a world champion, so look out for her. Still working now, Danielle Ataya-Cipolito. But Victoria Morse from Canada impressed us all in qualifying. Sui Lee as well, she'll be out to make up for the problem she had on beam. Vanessa Ferrari, who's been world and European champion at this event, She too, now as a mature 21-year-old, has got a new set of skills and should be anxious to challenge here for a medal. Judges make their way. It's not only the acrobatic elements that we'll see here. Expect to see dance and gymnastic elements, spins, pivots, all have to be done very accurately. Have to include a dance passage as well with 3 elements: leap, jumps, hops, including a 180-degree split leap. So it's not just about big, difficult tumbles. The whole package, the grace, the style, the elegance, as well as the power. It's a great event. Competitors in this final range from 15-year-old Victoria Moores up to 28-year-old Diane Dos Santos, who was world champion nearly 9 years ago in Anaheim, 2003.
Ladies and gentlemen, our finalists. And the finalists are Sweden from China.
All those problems on beam are behind her now. Danielle Matias Hipólito, 27 now. Second final
Daniela Dos Santos from Brazil.
for the French girl, and this is Diane Dos Santos.
Benito from Italy. Vanessa Ferrari
Beam.
from Italy.
Gold medalist Cola De Filito, she's in this final as well. And the great Vanessa Ferrari.
And Ana Lago from Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ana Lago from Mexico completes that lineup.
leave the podium in preparation for our first athletes.
Suilu is first to perform. This young lady will need all of her experience. She had a bad problem on being very unhappy outing indeed. But she has a good pedigree in World Championships on this apparatus. She was 5th in 2010 and got a bronze medal in 2009. She qualified down in 5th. She'd be out to make amends. Triple twist from the whip over. Great start. Two and a half twist. Was there a connection meant there? I wonder. Made the spins accurately, completed the turns. One and a half twist into full twist. So far, all of the tumbles have been accurate. Lovely little lull in the music to demonstrate the dance work. Oh, and she wasn't happy in that spin, lost control a little. Good double pike. Not completely at home, but the tumbles secure enough. I wonder if she meant to do a front somersault from the 2.5 twist, but the judges can only mark what they see. So let's see. She qualified with a score of 14.033. This was her opener. Beg your pardon, that's how she finished as double pike. Doesn't look deliriously happy. And the beam she was really disappointed with. There's the 2.5 twist, which I suspect she could have jumped from to make a somersault. So, 19 years old she is, she will set the standard.
And Sweden scores 13.833.
13.833. She's down on difficulty. And execution 8.233. Vast experience. World Championships, Olympic Games. She was 12th all round in the 2004 Athens Games. Danielle Ippolito. 2.5 twist into salto. Oh, slightly lost it there on the full twist. 1.5. Expression so important here, the dance elements. Projection through the choreography. Plenty of power into the double tuck and the stag leap from it to show she's in control. At the pivots, have to keep that vertical line. Look at the power. Double pike, beautifully done. 27 years old, Daniel Matthias Hipólito from Rio. Her brother Daniel is the superb exponent of men's floor. And she's made a World Cup final on floor exercise, Daniel Hipólito. She was 6th in 2008 in Madrid. Very, very powerful work from her. And more of the same to come from Diane Dos Santos slightly later on. Such power, look at this. Superb. Absolutely nailed the double pike to finish.
Immediately jump off into a stagger, shows great control on her landing there. Hipólito is a key member of the Brazilian team and helped them to gain an Olympic team place.
Hugs all round. Tumbling was always her forte. 1.5 twist into full twist. That was the only falter. 13.733.
Next up for Marine Brevet of France.
Marine Brevet, 17 years old. The second final tonight. Also appeared on beam. Dramatic start. And a great tumble, double layout. High and clean. One and a half twist through to double tap. This is good work. She qualified in second, and it's no wonder. She just needs to keep this up. Very high in the double twist. And right round square with the pivot. No mistaking that. Plenty of aggression in the approach. A little pace, still the double pike. A very delightful floor exercise.
Ladies and gentlemen from France,
So Marine Brevet, 17 years old, challenging very strongly. 13.833 in front. 13.733 the second score. She qualified in second with a 14.166. Look at the aggression here. There's the double pike, a tiny falter at the end. She had a fabulous opening tumble of a double straight.
So all the gymnast needs to do to lift into the second somersault is to just tip those shoulders back and hold a good body shape. Sounds easy, doesn't it? But it takes a lot of training, I can assure you. Including the 1.5.
She'll be looking for 14 plus, I'm sure, for that routine.
and Marine Brevet.
Lovely tumbling. Look at this. Double layout. Beautifully nailed. And what she scored. 14.066 and the lead for the moment.
From Brazil, Diana Dos Santos.
Young lady that caused a sensation in Anaheim. She had a double straight somersault which was up in the rafters. took the roof off in terms of appreciation. Here she is, nearly 10 years later. Oh, that time she put a full twist in the double straight. Terrific. Pike somersault walkout. Oh, what a double tuck Arabian. This audience is loving it. She's a real sparkler. And she make another impressive tumble. She sure can. Double layout that time. Unbelievable. Very important that she keeps those pivots under control. And a double pike. She's really tumbling fantastically. Well, Diane Dos Santos, listen to the appreciation. "28 years old and tumbling lightly and sprightly. Fabulous to watch." She captured that crowd, had them in the palm of her hand. Well done indeed. Such explosive quality.
Using a double straight for her third tumbling pass is quite something. It's often used as the opening pass. And rounding off
A double pike, that was the easiest of her tumbles. She had such a variety in there. Arabian double tuck, full twisting double straight. Beautiful work from her. Davidova congratulating her.
Tracing the score of France's Arabian 14.066 and China's Zulu.
Acceleration across the floor. Full twist in the double straight. Look, no problem.
And Dos Santos scores 14.066.
14.066 in the lead for Diane Dos Santos.
The first of two teams on floor now from Italy, firstly from Carlotta Felito.
Carlotta Felito had a share in the gold medal on beam. She qualified in fourth. Haunting guitar. Acceleration through the flick, the triple twist, easily round. Double tuck, efficiently performed. Now, the crowd will get with her. Nice in the double twist and projecting a lot of personality in this routine as well. Slightly past the vertical on the final of those pivots. Great finish, that tumble. Well, what a night she's having. One gold medal to show for her troubles on beam and a strong challenge in this floor final. Carlotta Felito, just 16 years old, qualified in fourth.
is a whip, flick, double twist in the middle of that routine. And the double tuck, just show how she can do the
Very accurate in the double pike. Some lovely work.
something the judges are looking for in these routines.
Well done indeed.
As you can see,
So we have a 14,
following Diana Santos,
066 out in front. Two have scored that.
14.066.
And a 13.833 and a 13.733.
And colour for Finito. Scores 13.966 for Italy.
13.966. She's gone into third for the moment.
A second routine for Italy now, this time from Vanessa Ferrari.
Now, if your memory goes back not too far to 2006, 2007, Vanessa Ferrari delighted the world as a 15-year-old to take floor at European and world level. And look at that start. Terrific. Double-double. Oh, it's at the time of full twisting double. So she still got it. One and a half twist into full twist. I am confident in the leaps. Double pike with power. Super. Vanessa Ferrari, 21 years old, redesigned her exercises and still a big force on the world stage. She qualified in third with 14.166. She gets that again, she'll take the lead. 14.066 is the target. She used to twist in the straight position, but here she's just as effective. There's the double pike. She had a double twisting double tuck to open, then a full twisting double tuck in the second run. And 1.5 twists into full twist. She's enjoying her gymnastics. Very powerful tumbler. Look at this. Full in, full out. Double twisting, double tuck.
And Ferrari's compatriot, Carlota Polita, 13.966 in third position at the moment. Let's see what the judges make of their guesses.
And the full twisting double tuck, really good work from Vanessa Ferrari.
And Vanessa's score is 14.4.
14.4. Well, she took the lead, and how? Vanessa Ferrari reliving days of old, still looking good.
Canada, Victoria Moores.
Top qualifier, Victoria Moores from Canada, just 15 years old, from Cambridge Kips. Such acceleration into the double-double, but did that heel just creep out? I can't see a flag. Oh, lovely combination. 2.5 twists. Into the final tumble. If she nails it, it's going to be close. Double tuck. Beautifully done. Well, 15 years old, Victoria Moores, showing a maturity, a grace and presentation beyond her years. Lovely stuff. And a fabulous opening tumble. Davidova. Hard to believe, 30 years plus since she won her Olympic title. What a coach to have in your gym. 14.4 is the target, but she had such a good exercise. The double tuck was nailed. She needed to do that to have a chance. Great finish. Lovely presentation. Diane Dos Santos there, congratulating her. Great final. Easy into the triple twist in connection from a 1.5 twist walkout. Lovely work. We're still waiting. 14.066 to get into the medals. She can do that. She got 14.183 to qualify, top score. She's looking anxiously. 14.2. She's gone into second in her own right. Well done, Victoria Moores.
Next on call from Mexico, Ana Largo.
Ana Largo from Mexico. Qualified by means of Belgium's Crooked dropping out. So she, as reserve, came in to take the slot, and I'm sure she'll take full advantage. Here she goes. Double layout, nicely. Very good presentation, presence with her. Dance and gymnastic elements are so important. You can't slip up on them. It's one thing to tumble, but it's about projection. Plenty of acceleration through the flick. She'll be down on difficulty, but she really is presenting the exercise well. Well done indeed. Qualified in 9th, came into this final as a reserve and really did herself more than credit. Avoid that buckled leg. But she had every shape in the double pike, double tuck, and open with a fabulous double layout. Congratulations all round. "28 years old Dos Santos there, look. She doesn't look a day over 16. Incredible gymnast. A great presence, lovely elegance about her work. Tessana Lago. The final score of the women's artistic competition. We await that now. The very last score to be posted in this test event for women. And this indeed was the last final.
And here's the score,
13.866 for Anna Lago. Celebrations begin. Vanessa Ferrari finds herself winning this gold medal at the test event. Ahead of a very springy Diane Dos Santos. And Victoria Moores, who was in the second slot. Marine Brevet, 17 years old, and she takes a share in the bronze medal. Dos Santos and Brevet take bronze between them. Victoria Moores, the top qualifier, takes the silver. And Vanessa Ferrari reliving the brilliant days to take the gold in this test event.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the women's floor competition. Would you please put your hands together and show your appreciation as we march the gymnasts out of the arena.
Now here's a question for you. What is it that binds 5 continents in sport throughout the whole world? The answer is the spirit of gymnastics. In every corner of the globe, this sport has spread. The FIG are delighted at the level of participation, the extent of participation. Let's have a look at examples of gymnastics from all over the world, the 5 continents visited. Just one event to go, but before that, of course, it's the medal ceremony for women's floor. That was a fabulous final. Very, very enjoyable. Good to see some gymnasts who've so good in the past who still have more than just a touch of class. So 9 of the 10 apparatus finals have been decided in this women's artistic and men's artistic test event. Just the men's high bar to come. And just as for the women, floor was the one they all want to win. High bar is exactly the same in men. It's the blue ribbon for men. That's coming up later. In the meantime, we await our floor medalists for their ceremony. Four gymnasts share the 3 medals. Isn't that good to see? 2 taking bronze, then silver and gold. Marine Brevet and Diane Dos Santos share bronze. And Victoria Moore's top qualifier takes silver, and Vanessa Ferrari, wow, that was incredible from her.
Diane Dos Santos from Brazil and Marine Brevet from France.
There they are, Diane Dos Santos and Marine Brevet from France sharing the 3rd place rostrum. Young lady, just 15 years old, beautifully elegant. I'll remember that lovely double straight for a long time. Victoria Moores from Canada takes the silver.
Vanessa Ferrari from Italy.
And Vanessa Ferrari, who set Europe and the world alight as a 15-year-old, she still looks pretty good to me. She takes gold on floor. 21 years old now.
The gold medal will be presented by Michelle Idris, FIG First Vice President. The silver medal will be presented by Hugo Adriano, FIG Women's Technical Committee member. And the bronze medals will be presented by James Mully, Lovelock, Director of Venues and Infrastructure. Please show your appreciation for the presentation party and, of course, the medal winners.
Great final. Vanessa Ferrari takes the honours ahead of Victoria Moores, and a shared bronze for Diane Dos Santos and Marine Brevet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The crowd love that. It's such a fantastic event, women's floor. And what a final it was. Vanessa Ferrari emerging triumphant.
And if the winning gymnast could please now step forward for your photo forward. Ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the arena for the final time, please give it up for the gymnasts.
And so to the final apparatus of this test event here in the North Greenwich Arena. And what a corker it is. It's men's high bar. Over the years that I've been watching it, it's provided thrills, spills, some great champions, wonderful, spectacular stuff. Hold on to your hats. This is going to be really good. The men's high bar final. Great Britain's Daniel Purvis. He won a share in gold on floor. Jeffrey Warmers from the Netherlands. They were challenging high up there. Top qualifier was Jan Kuchera. He's been in European and World Championship finals, medalled at both. Christian Thomas, he qualified high up there as well. In second place, ahead of third place Jeffrey Warmers. And Fabian Gonzalez, the young Spaniard, he too will have something to say about where the medals go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Visa International Gymnastics, part of the London Prepare Series here at the North Greenwich Arena. Please welcome our finalists for men's high bar.
And it really is a spectacular event. This is where we see the incredible release and catch skills. Many of them come to grief. We hope none will tonight. 8 fine exponents of one of the most challenging men's apparatus. Is certainly the most exciting high bar. He looks relaxed, doesn't he? Who knows? Arnaud Willig from France. 2 Frenchmen in this final, along with Jan Kuchera, 32 years old. You can see Jan behind Jeffrey Warmers in the orange leotard. So Jan Kuchera starts as favourite.
Ladies and gentlemen, your men's high bar finalists. And our finalists are Arnaud Willig from France.
Arnaud Willig, 26 years old now.
Daniel Purvis from Great Britain.
One of 2 Brits in this final. Jeffrey Warmers from the Netherlands. Jan Kuchera, Calvo Moreno,
Christian Thomas from Great Britain.
wow, what a great week they've had, the Brits. And young Fabian Gonzalez.
In preparation for our first athlete.
So it's Arno Willig from Montfermeil who will kickstart this competition. He qualified in 4th. He's standing by now to very final preparations.
And our first gymnast is Arno Willig from France.
Arno Willig steps forward for France, qualified in 4th. .866 was the score. They got him here, but it's from scratch. Nice quiet start. One arm swing with a turn. Full turn in the squat dislow into the Yamawaki combination. Very popular. Half turn from the squat dislow. A little bit short of handstand. Straight Kachev. And a little bit flat out on the squat dislow there. But building up nicely. Double in the straight position, but big paces forward. Very, very hard to get into the 9s on an E score on this apparatus. Very few have ever done it. So that's the opening bid from Arno Willig. Not the most spectacular, but he went for style, a little bit flat in some of the handstand positions and out of the squat dislow, or the Adler, as some call it. The wind up into the double and just run out of rotation. It's a nice combination. Full twist from the squat dislow into the Yamawaki. Very popular because you get an extra 10th for putting the two together. "26 years old now, Arno Willig. His mark will be the target for the other 7.
And Arno Willig scores 14.7.
14.733. That's the benchmark.
Our next gymnast is Sergio Munoz from Spain.
Sergio Munoz, 22 years old, from Madrid, the independent club. Qualified in 8th place, also made the rings final. .633 was his qualifying score. Cooney's off right at the start. Very ambitious. He was trying the Yamawaki into crosshand catch. A little bit of innovation there, but it didn't quite pay off. But he's, you can see, oh. Trying to do a half turn out of it as well. So it was complex, it was innovative, but not today. Perhaps we'll see it in a competition in the future. Regular Yamawaki, no trouble at all. Nice and easy through the Healy turn. Now he's swinging well now. It's such a pity he came off right at the beginning. Coach is vigilant here. It's going to be a big dismount. Double twisting, double straight, and no mistake there. So, 22 years old from Madrid. It was a shame. The first of the releases came to grief, throwing his head to the heavens now. If only. So many have said that over the years. If only. But he worked well in the pirouetting skills. And did well to stick the double twisting, double straight at the end. .733 is the target. He won't get that because of the fall. There's the change. And the Yamawaki on that occasion went very well. Trying to make these pirouettes hit handstand is a big, big problem for these gymnasts. You're only allowed a tolerance, you've got to hit 5 degrees either side ideally. It's very difficult when you're in inverted grasp. 12.966 for Sergio Munoz.
Our next gymnast from Great Britain, Daniel Purvis.
Daniel Purvis. Not his favourite apparatus, he's more at home on floor and parallel bars, but he's a great all-rounder, is Daniel. One arm to make the turn. Full turn, here comes the Yamawaki, safely negotiated. Very sharp. And again, half turn from the squat dislow. Stauro Rebelko, 1.5 turns there. Pacing himself. Here comes the wind-up. Full twist across the top of the bar. The action's in, and the full twist double straight with just a little pace at the end. Dan Purvis then. Andrei Popov congratulates him. Eddie Van Hoof, the head coach. The Great Britain men and Christian Thomas get in on the act as well. Great technician is Dan Purvis. He's an all-round specialist. A lot specialised in just one apparatus. He likes to say he specialises on all 6. Christian and Dan Purvis exchanging a small joke, I'm sure. There's the full turn. It's a very popular combination, this one, into the Yamawaki from it.
And Daniel Purvis scores 14.433.
14.433 into second for Dan Purvis.
Next on high bar, Jeffrey Wammers from the Netherlands.
24 years old, Jeffrey Wammers from Amsterdam. His club is a great name, this, Flik Vlak Den Bosch. Coached by Bram van Bokhoven, who puts him on the bar now. Jeffrey's got a great pedigree on bar. 3 European finals and a world final. Qualified in third. Score if he keeps this up. Half turn in the squat dislow. Into the Kachev crosshand. Just had to lift his seat a little to make sure of the swing. Out in handstand from the squat dislow. This is good. Hops around the bar. Stand this up and he's in business. Double twisting double. That was a good routine from Jeffrey Wammers. Brilliantly done from him. Bram van Bokhoven, the coach there, delighted. And congratulations all round. Now then, very interesting. He could really challenge with this routine. Very, very clean. Not the most difficult, but it's about consistency and a great dismount. Double twisting, double straight. Can he take the lead? 14.733 is the target score. And in my book, he's got it. Scott Tisler half turn. Nice combination into the Kachev. That's the only time the swing broke a little. Very, very nice work indeed.
And that score for Jeffrey Wammers for the Netherlands is 14.866.
14.866 to the lead for Jeffrey Wammers.
Our next men's high bar finalist is Jan Kuchera from France.
So it's Wammers ahead of Willick, ahead of Daniel Purvis and Jan Kuchera from France, who's such a pedigree on this. World Championships in 2005, he got a silver medal. And in 2008 at the Europeans, he had another silver to his collection, so vastly experienced. He's also been in 3 finals at the Olympic Games, so he really knows how to produce under pressure. Catches in the Kovac. Easy through the Rebelko. Oh, a little bit late there, and you could see he had a problem. Very, very late on getting the hand underneath. And that, such a disappointment because he started so well. Look at that, he was offline. There's no way you can rescue that swing. 45 degrees to the bar, and the swing will die. Picks up the swing nicely. Squat dislow, nicely out through the handstand position, inverted swings. The big wind-up begins. Full twist in the double straight, but a little bit buckled on landing. What a pity for Jan Kuchera. Always exciting to watch, but just when you're that far out on a pirouette, there's nothing you can do. He must be bitterly disappointed. So we've got Wames out in front, Willig in second place, Britain's Dan Purvis in third. And this looks so good. Shows what he's capable of, just a little buckle at the end, but just the falter. Parted company from the bars, and 1 whole mark will be the deduction.
And Jan Kuchera earns France 13.433.
13.433, fair score for the problems.
Next on high bar from Colombia, Yossima Orlando Calvo Moreno.
Yossimo Calvo Moreno is 17 years old from Colombia. He qualified in 7th. Now his was the most difficult exercise in qualifying, 6.7 of these finalists. A little bit of focus, look at that. Oh, a little falter on style, but he keeps it going, losing his legs in a difficult combination. Oh, now he's really got to work for this one. Did well to rescue the swing from the Yamawaki combination. Another big one coming up. Oh, and he's close to the bar. Oh, he really has to think here very, very quickly. So a very ambitious routine, which hasn't worked as well today. Lovely out from the squat dislow. Here comes the shape, and there's the dismount, the double-double, and he made a mistake there. So a very, very interesting situation here now. Calvo Moreno, just one difficulty too far.
Competitors here, 17 years of age, but very ambitious and talented, with the highest D score coming into this final, 6.7.
And that's the equation you have to solve. Do you go for the really difficult stuff, or do you go for a high E score? It's a tough one, but he came a little bit unstuck here. The dismount ran out of air, and he had to scrabble to gain his balance at the end.
Just the handstand at the end. In the meantime,
Thinking what might have been.
here's Jeffrey Wames with 14.8.
That's where it started to go wrong. Very difficult combination into the crosshand. Then he had to work really hard to get the swing back. And if we see the Kovac, you'll see how close it was to the bar. Had to work hard here, bent the arms to rescue the swing. And then this was so close, I thought he was going to chin it. Oof. Ran out of swing and had to part company.
And Yossima Orlando Calvo Moreno scores 14.
14 was his reward. 4th place at the moment, still 2 performances to come. And the first one from guess who? Christian Thomas. One of only 2 gymnasts to break the 15 barrier in qualifying. Half turn in the squat dislo. Lovely in the straight catcher. Clean swing from it. 1.5 turns in the Rubalcaba. Full turn. Here's the Yamawaki to go with it. Good strong swing as an exit. Here's a shrug. So it's another Kachev into the crosshand, and the swing from it is rescued. Squat dislo. Simple Stauder to set up the cross. He almost lost his grip there, so he'll do well. Full twist in the double straight, and no mistake there. Now he needs 14.866 to level with Jeffrey Wames or to overtake him a little bit more. So one tiny falter from the full turn, the quast element before the dismount. Yeah, the coach is reminding him of it. Eddie Van Hoof there, the head coach, and Dan Purvis congratulates his teammate. Team Britain sharing that moment with Thomas. He's had a good day today. He took a bronze on vault to go with his bronze on floor that he got yesterday. You saw the falter there. Has he got another medal to make it 3? Let's see. It will be very, very close, and it'll be difficulty that decides it. Jeffrey Wames had a 6.6. Christian Thomas had a 6.5 in qualifying, and Christian did make a tiny error. And 14.866 is the target.
And Christian Thomas
14.933. He has the lead with just one performance to go. So it's Thomas ahead of Wames, who's ahead of Willig at this moment. But Fabian Gonzalez from Spain, the 19-year-old, he has some super work. And he was 3rd on high bar as a junior in 2010 in the European Championships. He has a 6.6 difficulty, and he had a few problems in qualifying. So if he can up his game, he will challenge. Full turn in the Coleman there. Here's another coming up, that time without the twist. So to Kovac. Full turn. There's the Yamawaki. Popular combination. Slightly bent arms in the swing out. Nice and leisurely in the turn. There's the cross, nicely done. So, if he sticks this dismount, it'll be very interesting indeed. Double twisting, double straight. Well, well, well. The last performance of this whole test event. And he's going to keep us on the edge of our seats because he's chasing a British leader at the moment. 14.933 is the target. At the moment. But look at some of this work. Very, very nicely done indeed. Not a lot to give away in that dismount either. Fabian Gonzalez is tripped as a really great promise for the future. 19 years old from Spain. That's the Coleman, stretches out from it really well, and then follows it with a Kovac without the twist. Nice kick out, good swing, good technique. (14.933) is the target. Sergio Munoz went up to him. Look, standing together. Let's hope you've done it, young man. Oh, they've been entertaining some fabulous gymnastics once again. And making him wait an awful long time, Fabian Gonzalez. It's a medal, but what colour will it be? Oh, second place, Sharon second. 14.866. Well, what a finish. Very, very close indeed. It's the stuff of gymnastics, it's the drama that we love to see right in the last apparatus of this London Test event. Great drama, great excitement. Christian Thomas takes gold ahead of a shared silver for Fabian Gonzalez and Jeffrey Wames. Arnaud Willick from France misses out for fourth, and Britain's Daniel Purvis in fifth. Spare fourth for Jan Kuchera, who qualified well ahead. He finished down in seventh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that completes the men's high bar competition. Now, put your hands together and show your appreciation as we move the gymnasts out of the arena.
Well, we've seen some really great performances on all of the different apparatus from a lot of these gymnasts here today. Let's take a look and remind ourselves of the brilliance of Koutai Uchimura, who's good on every apparatus. He is the king of men's gymnastics. 3 times the all-round champion. He's brilliant on everything. Breathtaking, isn't it? Wonderful gymnast. and we'll see him in this arena in a little over 6 months' time. So the 10th of the apparatus finals has been completed. All that's remaining now is the medal ceremony. And that's the last act in this test event. It's been a terrific feast of gymnastics. The crowd is still excited. Now we've got a wave at the end of the competition, which is says a lot for them. It's been a long night, 3 hours plus, and they're still full of enthusiasm. Lovely atmosphere here in the North Greenwich Arena. Still finding the energy. Many have gone home, but enough have stayed to leave us with a great feeling here at the conclusion of the gymnastics test event here at the North Greenwich Arena. Oh, they're still at it. Turned up in their thousands all week long. It started on Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then 2 finals nights. They've been here in their thousands and really made the atmosphere. And what you're seeing here is not at the full crowd. Many have gone before the ceremony because of transport to get home. But this is the stuff, the excitement, and just a wee taste of what we can expect. This coming summer. They love their gymnastics, the British audience. They've got something to cheer about because the men and the women are really up there. Oh, look, we've got a discussion going on here at high bar. There's Kato, there's Adrian Stoica there, the FIG Men's Technical Committee, and he's not happy with that score. So he's pointing out perhaps there should be an adjustment. So while Kato there on his left, one of the great Japanese greats in his time in the 60s. Stoica is not happy in that discussion, so we'll wait to see what happens. This crowd is getting more and more raucous. It's great to see. And they're right up in the rafters there on the top tiers. There are still thousands in here. And normally half the arena would have emptied by now. The discussion still goes on.
Gentlemen, will you please put your hands together as we march the judges out.
Wonderful atmosphere here in the North Greenwich. Still the discussion rages, but I think it's been resolved one way or the other. Well, as far as we know, the result of high bar is a shared silver with Jeffrey Wames and Fabian Gonzalez. And a gold for Christian Thomas. But I wonder if these gentlemen are going to change things. They have the power. There is a small delay, I have to say, before the medal ceremony. We can reflect on a really interesting week of gymnastics. If this is a controversy, it's the first one in the entire week. It's been a great week. Coming up soon is the medal ceremony. So the presentation takes to the floor.
Will you please welcome your gymnasts presentation party?
One from Great Britain, one from Spain, one from the Netherlands.
In joint second place, and winners of silver, Jeffrey Ramirez from the Netherlands. And
Jeffrey Ramirez stakes up to take his share in the silver. And Fabian Gonzalez from Spain, a share in the silver medal. Thrilling competition, a fitting end to this test event. He's had 2 bronze, 1 for floor, 1 for vault, and finishes with a gold. So Christian Thomas has had a great week here at the North Greenwich Arena. And for Great Britain, it's been a fabulous week as well. The men dominated the qualifying competition to win that event. And then in the individual apparatus, they've done very well as a group. Lewis Smith with gold on pommels, Dan Purvis gold on floor, a share in gold. Two bronze and a gold for Christian Thomas. Jeffrey Ramirez, he's done extremely well for the Netherlands. Get on that podium in second with the young, talented Fabian Gonzalez. There they are. The blue ribbon event for men's high bar. They are our medalists.
For the national anthem of Great Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, as they begin the final time, please show your appreciation for the gymnasts.
Well, you can still hear the roar of the crowd behind me. What a feast they've had of gymnastics all week. Finally, we've come to the end of the Artistic Gymnastics Test event coverage, the live coverage from FIG, and what a thriller it's been all week. We now know who's going to the Olympic Games, the qualified teams, and the individuals who've made the strongest bid. We've seen 10 gold medals decided as well on the apparatus, as well as the all-round titles that have been on show all week. That's the end of our live coverage. We're back on Monday. You can follow the rhythmic gymnastic competition. We're not covering it live, but you can keep up with the usual news items and all the clips that flood the website. We'll see you on Monday in one way or the other. From the North Greenwich Arena and from this Olympics test event, from the FIG live team, it's been great working with you. We'll see you soon.